Morning everyone, thought I'd give you a quick tracker update. There's not a lot of boats to talk about on these updates, so they're pretty fast, and certainly when the boats are in the trade winds it could get pretty boring because it's just a blast, but there's still things happening. Tapio got around the bottom. We had a surprising burst of speed there for a while as he was going through the Stretcho de la Mer. He met up with a few ships as well. He just sent a message and said there was 3 ships in the stretch there in the strait just as he was going around. But anyway, he's still making good speed, and it's going to pick up. He's doing 5 knots, but generally the weather looks as if it's going to be reasonably favourable. It's a beam reach at the moment. He's probably got 25 to 30 knots there, and he's definitely heading up on the inside of the Falklands. Just to save any confusion, Sue Haley hasn't stopped. She's not anchored. She just goes forward in big spurts. When we get a position off the book, it can push forward. So at the moment I'm pretty confident that Sue Haley is still in front of Tapio. It'll be his objective to beat Sue Haley home, and we look forward to that. He's still on the leaderboard. I mean, crikeys, if he got rid of the barnacles, if you look at the distance to go, he's got 6,797 nautical miles to go here, and at an average speed of 3.4 knots he would arrive on the 1st of May. So he's only got to pick up that average speed a little bit more, and still less than 4 knots, and he'd probably arrive in time for the prize giving. So if he had a clean bottom, there's no question he'd make it. So anyway, it's probably not going to happen, but there you go, one can always dream. So looking forward, if we go forward a day here, the weather's increasing in strength. There's quite a bit of wind over here, but that's all from a good direction. It's on his port quarter. That's fast sailing for Tapio, so he'll definitely be doing 120 mile days by tomorrow, and then coming forward again to the next day, he's got a southerly developing, so that's going to push him on even more. He'll be round the corner in a couple of days and heading out into the South Atlantic. Yet to see what his tactic might be, whether he's going to stay in close, but certainly it's favourable. This is all following breezes through to the 11th. That's 3 days ahead through to the 12th, still all favourable. He's going to be getting some nice sailing here. It'll be quite good, and then even when it starts to fill in again as he's getting up further, it's still on the beam reaching on the 13th, and going through to the 14th. There's a bit of a hole. I think he'll be, if we look at the total progress, so that's the 14th, that's 6 days. 6 days, so that's about, is that right, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, 6 days, probably about 700 and something miles ahead of where he is now. So if we put, come on, okay, so we put one there, one here, oh, jeepers, I'm getting out of practice with this. Oh, here we go, we've got another one right down here, so we'll pull that up here, put that besides Tapio, and we'll pull this one. We need to go down a bit, get it up to about, say, 700 miles. He could be up around here by then. So again, if he's lucky, he'll miss this sort of calm spot, and he'll be up here pushing through. So generally the weather for Tapio very favourable, and he should make some good miles because it's all favourable wind direction, and then he could get a kick right through the horse latitudes. This is the horse latitudes. Remember, us talking about it can usually be confusing weather, but he might just get lucky. We'll just have to wait and see. So all looking good for Tapio for the next number of days. Anyway, nearly a week. Up here, we had an interesting situation yesterday. I don't know whether anyone else noticed it, but we saw it just after. I noticed the average speed drop back to Tapio. What's going on? And when you blow it up, you can see something happened here. I don't know what it was. Could be any number of things, but you'll see I think you'll be able to see that. I'll go one more size if you're on a mobile phone. You can see he's coming up here quite happily, and all of a sudden, bingo, out on a wild tangent and back again. Now that could be a few different things. Maybe there was a big wind shift and the wind vane took it around. Maybe he went to sleep and didn't realise that the boat had gone through. Maybe he was fixing up a problem. Maybe a halyard got lost, a halyard or whatever, I don't know. But something happened there, and we haven't seen a message from him. But we're not concerned because he's now back on track and making good time, doing 4 knots. I would have thought he'd be doing a bit more than that, but he's obviously taking it easy. He's not banging to windward. He's close reaching, so it should be reasonably comfortable, and that's probably 25 knots, maybe a little bit more. Sea stayed in the trades. Let's look at the waves here. here. Yeah, 2 meters, 2.5 meters in the blues, so that's not too bad. He'll be enjoying that. And the good news is, even though he's only doing 4 knots, if we come back here and look at Istvan's not doing too well at all. He's fallen into a bit of a hole by the look of it. Yeah, he's only down to 1.6 knots right now. Now, I'm assuming that's just the weather, not his steering gear or whatever, but I'm not totally certain. He sounded worried yesterday about his gearbox, and maybe he's keen to do something to get that sorted. But there is a band here. It hasn't closed up as well as we thought. There's not a lot of wind here. This will be squalls. He said on the phone yesterday, he's been the last 2 or 3 days, lots of squalls, lots of shifting winds, even though it's showing at southeast trades, he's coming into this zone. And it's very hard to predict the actual area of the doldrums with the data that's coming back. So right now, Uku's sailing away from Istvan, and if we look at the next, we come forward a day, we know Uku's going to be stuck in trades, that's fine. Oh, this no wind band for Istvan is opening up a little bit wider. That's not going to make him a happy chappy. Yeah, that's quite wide now. It's gone right out over here. So get rid of that. And so that's on the 10th, so that's 2 days. So maybe he's not going to be so lucky after all. Yep, that's a distinct, it's opening up. So Istvan's going to have challenges for the next 3 or 4 days, and Uku will be enjoying himself. Okay, at this stage, so that's the 12th. So 4 days out, and it looks like the breeze is starting to fill in. Hopefully the thunderstorms slow down and he'll start to get a kick. So, yep, so it looks as if he's not far away, but we'll have to wait and see. There's going to be some slow sailing for, wow, look at the size of that. Okay, there's a big difference. So by the 13th, remember Istvan has been sailing up to here with good breezes. The doldrums is opening up really wide, but he's just going to be across here by then, so he'll keep going. Lucky he's not arriving today, or he'd have 10 days to get across that spot. So Istvan's looking good. Nothing's changing. We'll probably slow up these video lives as the guys get into the trades, and we'll do written reports every day, so you'll see what's happening there, and any time something's happening, we'll certainly get into it. We'll be doing I'll do another English live on Sunday on the tracker, and we'll do questions and answers as well. So enjoy your day today. It's Friday, the weekend's coming, and we'll see you again later on. Thanks.